stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for tuning into this edition of Falcon Mission. I'm Preston Bosley.
And I'm Jonathan Spencer.
And these are your announcements.
Attention Art Club members, there will be a brief meeting after school on Wednesday, April 18th in room 174. We will discuss our end-of-the-year plans and should be finished by 3:15 at the latest. If you have any questions, please check Google Classroom or see Mr. Liskanik in room 174.
The Fitch Drama Club will present Beauty and the Beast, April 20th through 22nd. Tickets are now available and can be purchased from Mr. Klein or Mrs. Platten. Adults are $10 and students are $8. Veterans, senior citizens over 65, and children 5 and under are free.
Tryouts for the 2018-2019 Fitch Cadets dance team will be held on Tuesday, April 24th from 5 to 7 p.m. in the small gym. In order to try out, students must attend the clinics, which are also held in the small gym, April 18th through the 20th from 5 to 7 p.m. each night. You must also attend an open gym on April 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. in the small gym. Any students who miss the parent meeting can contact Coach Caitlin Carson at fhscadets@gmail.com.
2 Fitch seniors, Carly Kuchar and Jordan Evans, are collecting old shoes as part of their senior project. Donation boxes will be located in all offices and in the front of the building now through Friday, April 27th. Thank you for supporting and giving your soul for a soul.
Prom 2018 will be held on Friday, May 11th at the Mary Knight Center from 7 to 10:30 p.m. Tickets are $40 per person and can be purchased in room 235 before or after school starting Monday, April 16th through Wednesday, April 25th. No tickets will be sold after Wednesday, April 25th. Outside guests must be juniors or seniors or graduates under the age of 21. Every outside guest must fill out an outside guest form and provide a photocopy of their driver's license in order to purchase a ticket. Outside guest forms can be printed from Mrs. McGlynn and Mrs. Dockery's Google Classroom or can be picked up in the main office.
Also, prom court petitions are available for all seniors in the sophomore-junior office. Petitions must be completed and returned to Ms. Haupt by 2:45 on Wednesday, April 25th, in order for your name to be included on the ballot for prom court. Voting for prom court will take place via Google Forms the first week of May.
We now go to a group of Fitch students to learn about social justice and the ways it can impact our school culture.
Hey Fitch Falcons, it's Social Justice Friday, and my name is Josh.
And I'm Amira.
Today we'll be talking about one of the many issues of social justice, mental health.
According to a school-wide survey, mental health was considered one of the most important topics at Fitch High School.
So what are some of the issues considering mental health?
Well, depending on the person, some issues include, but aren't limited to, a lack of sleep, an abnormal appetite, social isolation, or even behavioral problems.
Up to 1 in 5 students in America are living with a mental health disorder, and many of them go untreated because they're afraid to seek help.
Well, where can students at Fitch seek help?
It might sound a little cliche, but you can get help from a school counselor, a trusted teacher, or even a close friend.
Wow, it's a lot easier to get help than I thought. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Next week we'll be discussing another topic of social justice, microaggressions. See you then.
Hi, welcome to Falcon Focus. I'm Lexi Cintron, and we're here today with Amira Hakeem and Daria Williams. Today we'll be talking about social justice and what it means to our students. So many people have never heard of the term social justice or are unsure of what it means. What is social justice, and what does being part of the Student Social Justice Society group mean?
Well, social justice is all about understanding what fairness and equality is, and all the ways we knowingly and unknowingly treat one another. All students deserve a chance to achieve their goals regardless of their race, social status, gender, sexuality, or ability. As an organization, our goal is to educate the staff and students about social justice and how it affects us all on a daily basis.
Now, I understand that your group is hoping to teach the staff and students at Fitch about social justice. How do you plan to accomplish that?
Well, the Fitch Social Justice team plans on teaching the staff and students about social justice in many ways. One of the things we're working on is posting informational posters and signs in the cafeteria that'll be showing and telling students about the main topics of social justice and how it affects us all. We will also be filming some short public service announcements to air on ACTV for all Fridays in April. These PSAs will be a great way to get students and staff to talk about social justice and discuss what it means.
That's awesome, Amira. Thank you. Daria, how did your social justice group come to be?
At the beginning of the school year, Mr. Kilpatrick and Mr. Sally and Mr. Swavo Swayville from the center office approached a mix of about 10 freshmen and sophomores wanting us to get involved in social justice. So we were told we would be educated on what social justice is all about and travel to different schools with Mahoney County students to learn together.
That's awesome. Now, how has this training and learning process gone?
Honestly, I've learned so much. Plus, we've been able to travel to different locations, learn about people who's been working with social justice for years. All of us are learning and staying together as one.
I agree. As a group, we've had the opportunity to travel to Neomed, YSU, and Kent State University. With all these trips, we've met students from all over the valley and heard great speakers from all the walks of life.
Awesome. I understand that your group has also started surveying staff and students about social justice. What have you learned?
We've learned that not too many staff or student members at Fitch know a lot about social justice, but different aspects of social justice affect us all, whether we realize it or not.
We did a survey for Fitch High School. The most thing that Fitch High School students were concerned about was mental health issues, gender identity, and microaggression, which are all justice topics we need to be able to understand.
Now, that's really interesting. I don't know that I've ever heard of microaggressions. Can you tell me what that means or give me an example?
Microaggression are remarks made to a certain group of people, but they're not meaning to make them to them. It's usually unintentional, and the person making the remarks usually don't realize that they're doing it. For example, a teacher at Fitch High School might say, "I need help taking these boxes downstairs," or "I need help picking them up." And the teacher would only pick on 4 boys. And one of the student girls might think that's sexist or that they're saying they're weak, but the teacher wouldn't even know that she's saying it.
That's interesting. Amira, do you have anything to add?
Daria's right. We want to teach everyone about what we've learned. Watch for our first public service announcement to be broadcast next Friday, and you'll learn a lot more about what microaggressions are.
Now, it sounds like you've learned a lot and have a lot more work ahead of you.
We do. We're anxious to share what we've learned and to get more students and staff members involved in our group.
And how can we do that?
Stay tuned here every Friday and watch for our social justice roundtable discussion in the last Friday in April. We're also working on sharing social justice information via social media platforms such as Falcon Nation, Instagram, and Snapchat.
That's awesome. Now, do you guys have anything else to add, or is that about it?
That pretty much sums it up.
Okay. Well, that's all we have time for today. So please visit the district website for additional information. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
These have been all of today's announcements. If you missed any of them, you can view them again on the ACTV website at actvhg202.com or on the Falcon Nation app. Thanks, and have a spantacular day, Falcons.
Spectacular.
Yeah!